What's good in the YouTube? This is Crazy Samurai 71 here, bringing you guys another video, and today I'll be bringing you a video on Power Ranger Super Ninja Steel's Dimension in Danger, a preview clip that was showcased online. This episode is coming out August 28th, next Tuesday at 8 p.m., which is pretty special because Power Rangers typically doesn't air on a weekday and also doesn't air on prime time airing. So that's kind of special. As far as things go, the preview clip that we ended up seeing is one that we've seen a little bit of with like the first main trailer for the anniversary episode, but we hadn't seen like the confirmation of one actor being in it, which was Coda. In this clip, what we do end up seeing is that the Ninja Steel Rangers are with three of the legendary Rangers, Wes, Gemma, and Coda. Those three Rangers are traveling down this kind of fortress alleyway or whatever. We end up seeing that Coda does an ambush attack on one of the Basher bots, and then the Rangers end up trying to run down this pathway where they're met by a whole bunch of Basher bots with one using a cannon. On the other end, there's a bunch more Basher bots that are ready to attack as well, so they're basically cornered on both ends and they're trapped. They have to deal with the enemies somehow, but they're also being surrounded, so they need some way to deal with this. But suddenly, as quick as ever, a figure ends up dashing past them, destroying tons of Basher bots and making it so that they have a clear path on both ends, and it's revealed to be the Black Diamond Thunder Ranger, which then detransforms and it shows to be Tommy Oliver, the well-known Ranger that so many people love. He was the green Mighty Morphin Ranger, white Zeo Red, Turbo Red, and Dino Thunder Black Ranger. But in this case, he is detransforming into the Black Dino Thunder Ranger, and it makes Jason Font, or Wes, as he's otherwise known as, say Tommy, and it's a little bit confusing. So they kind of get confused by this. For those that don't already know already, there is a clip that showcases the Clone Rangers, which this one doesn't show him as the Clone Ranger form where he has the spikes on his chest, so it does make it seem like it actually is Tommy, and it might be. If it is, that definitely implies something, meaning that he may be able to access his powers from other seasons. Like, he's not just limited to the Green Ranger powers. Maybe he can access the Zeo Red powers, the White Ranger powers, and the Turbo Red Ranger powers. If that's true, again, he doesn't have the clone armor on him, so it makes it seem like there is a good chance that it could be actually him. It's not a clone. But we don't know for sure. We do know that the helmet that the Clone Ranger console is making is for the Black Dino Thunder Ranger and not the green Mighty Morphin Power Ranger, so that's important to note. But we'll have to wait and see from the actual episode as to how that whole thing's going to work, why we see this Black Dino Thunder Ranger instead of the green Mighty Morphin Power Ranger. Again, the episode will explain that and more, and I'd love to know your opinion about this clip. For me, I personally thought it's a really cool little clip. The fact that we get to also end up hearing all three of the legendary Rangers speak that are there. Jason David Frank, who played Tommy, he basically just sort of like makes an expression like, yeah, like it's me, basically, without saying anything. But like Jason Font said, like run when the Basher bots show up, and Gemma says this way. So it's all these quick little burst sentences. Sure, it's not like they're giving them like big story plot lines and stuff like that, but the fact that they're all getting some involvement is still better than nothing. Again, the fact that you're going for 10 Rangers and you're going for original footage, that's a big difference here. Original footage really shows that they're not just trying to copy and paste what Japan did. And in Japan, they didn't really use these kind of Rangers. So the fact that they're really going out of their way to do something original and think about what the Ranger fans want to see and not just what Japan may have done really shows that they're a lot more dedicated. And the other thing to note is that, like so much of this stuff is brand new original footage. Like the Clone Rangers, that never existed in Japan. This is all brand new pretty much. And it really shows that they're trying to pay attention to the fan base, and they're not just thinking about what can I do quickly that's going to save me time and money. In this case, they're thinking, what can I do to make it so that the fan base really is happy and in love with what's going on with the franchise? And that's something I give them a lot of props for and makes me very happy to see from a franchise like the Power Rangers. Again, Super Mega Force was a very rough example of an anniversary episode, and the fact that this one gives me a lot of hopes is very reassuring, because again, a lot of people were very skeptical when they heard that they were doing a 25th anniversary special. They were thinking, oh no, this is going to be another disaster waiting to happen. For me, that wasn't the case, but some people were thinking that, and for me, I don't want to assume anything for sure until I actually see the episode, but this clip definitely makes me feel even more, optimistic and think positively for what this episode will bring. Again, also for those who do not know, there's going to be an extended cut released on Netflix, most likely around the time that Super Ninja Steel is released on Netflix, which if I had to guess will likely be sometime mid-spring, because that's typically when they tend to release the previous season's complete season on Netflix. So that could happen, or maybe they do it early into the year of 2019. Don't know for sure, but I'm expecting mid-spring 2019 for for the Dimension in Danger extended cut. But we'll see. I'm hoping sooner though, but if I had to guess, that's what I'm expecting. Probably March or late February. That's what I'm expecting. So please remember to like, comment, subscribe. I love hearing your opinions about this video, and I'll see you guys in the next video. So until then, guys, I'm Crazy Samurai 71, and goodbye, guys.